To those who might not know who Inspire the Fire is a non-profit organization that reaches out to youth by way of the arts in Charlotte. And you've heard me speak about it before, but I started Inspire the Fire because I was a bored 17-year-old student at Northwest School of the Arts.
Jada.
Young people, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't make it.
That's right.
Don't let anybody look down on you because you're young. The fact that this organization exists is evidence that anything is possible, because we are the possible. Now, all today we've been inspiring people through inspiring quotes. And how many of y'all was on your sticky note campaign today? Yeah. I want you guys to know that at 12:01 this morning, I started getting text messages and seeing Instagram saying Happy Inspire the Fire Day. And I sat in my bed, and I'm not a crier, but I started to cry. And it's because it's real simple. It's because you believe. It's because you believe. Because the truth of the matter is, Charlotte, that today is not any different than yesterday, and today is not any different than tomorrow, but we made it special. And here's the last thing I'll say. As I was asking God, you know, what do you want me to say today? He told me to tell you 4 words, Charlotte. And these 4 words were, or are, things will get better. Things, she said, preach, brother. Things will get better. Say that with me. Things will get better. And you know, we were going back and forth. Should we cancel? Is it going to stop raining? I don't know about y'all, but it rained some today, but the sun was shining in my heart. Things will get better. In 2006, March in Nevada, it was a potential, it could have been another Columbine shooting. Because on Tuesday morning, in March 2006, a 14-year-old came to school with his parents' gun and opened fire. And without a second thought, a teacher did the unthinkable. Without a second thought, a teacher rushed up to the student and hugged him. Yeah, hugged the gunman, hugged the 14-year-old. And as she was holding him, she whispered in his ear and said, "I'm not gonna let you go. I'm gonna be here for you." And as soon as she said that, he let go of the gun and just broke down crying. Let that be a lesson to us. No, not that we should run in front of bullets, but that kindness can go a long way. That a hug can go a long way. That writing an inspiring note on sticky notes can go a long way. And sometimes we just have to know that even though it might rain, things will get better. Even though you're fighting for your dreams and some of us are confused about what we want to do in life, I just want you to know that things will get better. You know, we started this organization with nothing. It was $0 in the account, and all we had was an idea and a dream. And didn't expect that many young people to show up. It was only about 30 of us. And then to my shock, the 30 swelled to 150. And now 10, 12 years later, in the summer, that 150 swells to 400. And I'm just foolish enough to believe, Charlotte, that that 400 might swell to 500. And that 500 might swell to 1,000. And that 1,000 might swell to an entire city. And that city might swell to an entire state. And that state might swell to an entire country. And that country might swell to the entire world. Because things will get better if you believe. And all things are possible. Why? Because we what? Are the possible. So young people, I'm not the only one doing big things. You're doing it in your own schools. You're doing it on your jobs, firelighters. You're doing it and you're making a difference. Look at somebody as I close, as I hasten to my close, right, Trevor? And tell them things will get better. Now, this is the last thing I'll say. Now, maybe life hasn't beat you down, but here's one thing that I have learned, that there is a lesson to be learned in adversity. And that sometimes you must fight through the storm and the rain. And even though it might drizzle, and even though the clouds might be gathering, I believe that if you can pray to God, that in spite of what the weather says, in spite of what the weatherman says, in spite of what people forecast in your own life, that the sun can come out. So things might look a little bleak, or maybe things look brilliant to you. Maybe life is grand and maybe life is great, but for as good as life is, things will get better. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's show some love for Inspire the Fire.